Hello again. Following the disturbances in Leeds last night, which entailed Romanian gypsies attacking police cars and starting fires in the street, I thought that it would be interesting to examine the benefits which this particular community have brought to Britain. We are often told that due to the ageing population here, there is a great need for immigration, and that without immigration, the fruit in East Anglia would remain unpicked and the NHS would collapse. I thought that instead of talking in vague terms like this about broad trends, it might be interesting to focus upon one group of immigrants and see what they have brought to the country. There are a number of areas in English cities where Romanian gypsies have established communities, including, of course, the Harehill district of Leeds. The benefit to such people of living in Britain is obvious. They have houses to live in, and they earn far more money here, one way and another, than they could in Romania. I quite understand that. But how do we, as a country, benefit from their presence? Romanian gypsies are often seen in two linked roles. One is as street beggars, and the other is as vendors of the Big Issue magazine. I wonder how often viewers see English people selling the Big Issue these days. When it started, selling this magazine on the street was an opportunity for homeless people to earn some money and perhaps get enough together to be able to find a route out of homelessness and rough sleeping. These days, Romanian gypsy women have practically a monopoly on selling the Big Issue. The majority of the copies of the Big Issue are bought up by Romanians, and women are organised into groups and driven to various provincial towns, set down in pitches in a high street to hawk the Big Issue. Often these women are dark-skinned, which has led to some people assuming that they are Asian women, but they are pure Roma. The Roma came originally from India over 1,000 years ago, and some of them still look Indian. The women selling the Big Issue are not homeless at all. They are part of an organised racket which has deprived genuinely homeless British people of a chance to make money. Another niche occupied largely by Romanian gypsies these days is, of course, begging. This is very well organised, and often it's organised by the same people that organise the selling of the Big Issue by Romanian gypsy women. The women sell the Big Issue, while the young men pose as homeless beggars. The giveaway here is that they all have identical signs, handwritten messages on pieces of cardboard which always say exactly the same thing. I am very hungry and homeless. God bless you. Anybody ever seen a young man sitting in the middle of a city or town with such a sign? He's a Romanian gypsy. Here then is a very simple question. It is obviously to the advantage of Romanian gypsies to live in Britain rather than in Romania. In Romania, some of the games we see here are simply not tolerated, and the police would certainly not withdraw from a confrontation with them, as they did last night in Leeds, and allow them to set fire to buses and so on. I don't think that they would last very long getting up to tricks like that in Bucharest. For the Romanian gypsies, being in Britain is far better from all perspectives. The question is, how does their presence here benefit this country? Here is a particular wave of immigration to Britain, numbering perhaps 100,000 people, which the government here has encouraged. What do we get out of it? Could we live without Romanian gypsies selling the Big Issue? Could we get by without young Romanian gypsy men posing as beggars? What percentage of Romanian gypsies are doing specialised jobs that could not be undertaken by a British person? How many of them are professionals, doctors, lawyers, engineers and architects, for instance? I think that such questions are reasonable, and I am quite prepared to believe that my initial guesses about this matter are quite wrong, So I'd be curious to know if anybody can set me straight about this.